North Central Men's Golf hosting its first and only home meet of the season, the Naperville Intercollegiate. NCC one of 8 teams at the event, taking place at the beautiful Naperville Country Club. And Hiromitsu Washizu and Zach Bohmer aren't the only ones eyeing the top spot. Second hole, which is a 384-yard par 4, and Ben Cartwright hitting his drive near the greenside bunker. And now he's pitching it onto the green and does so well, lofting it within 10 feet or so. And from there, the senior taps into 2-putt and winds up parring the hole. Freshman Zach Bohmer finding himself in the trees on the second hole. He's able to punch it out and rolls it greenside. A pretty solid recovery, and he would 2-putt for a par of his own. Meanwhile, junior Hiromitsu Washizu is sitting just off the green, and he lobs it up and stops it in its tracks. A nifty shot puts him in striking distance for a birdie. And he converts, knocking down the 8 or 9 foot putt, and the Japanese native starts his round 1 under through 2 holes. Heading to the third, where we meet sophomore Tommy Falcone. It's a lengthy par 3, and he smokes the wood just over the green, winds up with a bogey on one of the most difficult holes on the course. Moving along to the 8th hole, and Bohmer is battling his way out of jail. He opts for the low punch out, and it's another solid recovery, just off the fringe, winds up with a bogey. To the 9th hole, and check out this drive by Cartwright. The dude absolutely obliterates this thing. You see that ball rolling backwards on the green? Yeah, that's his drive. Winds up being able to send a short putt in, chirp chirp, you can hear the birdies from there. Bohmer from the same tee box, and he also gives it a ride, but winds up in the greenside bunker for his effort. His out? Pretty solid. Puts him in position for a 2-putt for par, and that's exactly what he does. Onward to the 14th hole. The Cardinals hanging in there on a difficult course, and that includes Bohmer. Produces a nice approach shot that sticks. A 2-putt later, and the freshman with a bogey, but still in solid shape overall. Same hole, and Washizu is looking to attack the flag from the fairway. And just like his freshman teammate, he sticks the landing, leaving him with a long putt for birdie, which he barely leaves above the hole. He'll settle instead for the par. Final hole now, a 392-yard stretch to the clubhouse, and Cartwright trying to end his round strong. Takes a hard bounce and rolls past the hole. He nails down the par though and finishes with a 7 over 79, good for 9th place. Meanwhile, Cody Temper finishes tied for 14th with an 81 scorecard, despite just missing his putt here. You can't believe it, but taps in with a solid score. The freshman hunting for the stick. A soft approach leads to a 2-putt and a par. Bohmer winds up with an 8 over score and tied for 10th in the tournament. He's been North Central's second best golfer with a 78.1 scoring average behind only that man. Washizu again in reach of a first place finish, and after a beautiful approach, sets up to connect on a birdie putt and sinks it. Washizu finishes with a 73 scorecard, just 1 over on the day and a second place finish. The Cardinals as a team finished second as well, behind only Aurora University.
I was not playing very good on the back, but I tried to get par as much as possible. Then I finally made some putts last few holes, and finally I could get birdie. So
Hero's always like my competitor, him and Cody Temper. I like playing against those two.
I was having a hard time with my putting. Then I changed my mindset, and I tried to think easy, think simply.
Yeah.
Then I started making some putts, so that helps a lot, I guess.
Me and the boys are having a good time, rallying together and putting some good rounds together and having good tournaments. Still haven't put it all the way together, but I feel like this conference we could show up and make a good impact and show people what we're made of.
He always play good and shoot low score, so that motivates me a lot. So I feel like I need to shoot better score, then that kind of makes me shoot better score too.
We have a good time, make sure we have a good time. Whether we shoot bad or not, last week we came in, me and Cody shot 84, 85, and we just laughed it off. So we were happy for Hiro because Hiro got second. He should have won, but I'll let him get away with that one.